Nigga, ass don't taste like nothing. It actually is healthy for my gums. Nigga, ass don't taste like nothing. It actually is healthy for my gums.
Hello, good morning. What's up, y'all? Come in the chat. Good morning, y'all. Happy Friday. All right. What is up? Good morning. Welcome, good peoples. I am here. Wait a minute, why did this go down? Stereo's trying to play tricks with me, but I am here, you guys. I had to push through. I'm gonna be late. I have a whole day ahead of me of errands, different things I need to mark off and check off. Also, forewarning, and I'm gonna apologize in advance that my phone may ring. It's a good chance that it may ring, and I might have to take it, you guys. But thanks for falling through, because I know you guys are out there. Um, I watch some of the things that I can, but I'm still going through these personal things. So a lot of things just don't matter. But I'll talk about some things today. All right. But we're in Black History Month, Black American History Month. I guess more popularly known as African American History Month. And I did want to dedicate some lives or some uploads to the contributions of Black Americans. Definitely. If there's ever a time that's more right to do so, it's in February, but it's a year-round thing for me. And a lot of my content is just devoted to Black people. A lot, not all, but a lot. Um, so the term drag queen comes from a Black American former slave, okay, who was homosexual. And yes, you do have homosexual communities that existed back during enslavement before the emancipation. But his name, he's known as William Dorsey Swann. Swann spelled Swann with two N's, not one, but with two N's. And there aren't like many photos of him, you guys, but he took a leadership position like in LGBT resistance, even though the term LGBT did not exist. What I'm saying is these people existed. So he took a leadership position in that, going back to the time that he was alive. He was born 1858. In 1858, they say to a family, a large family where he had like 12 to 13 brothers and sisters. And then he was later freed in 1863. We're talking about William Dorsey Swann. He was freed. His emancipated family that he lived with, they purchased a farm. They purchased a farm. So this guy later grew up holding different parties or different what could be compared to balls, in which himself mainly, but some other men joined in, and they would dress up and drag or whatever. Let me just show his photo again. Okay, it's still on the screen. It's still on the screen. I have a long delay. I'm watching two different devices. But yeah, so that would be what I know of William Dorsey Swann. Also, I know he spent a little time in jail. He was like one of the first people, Black people, to actually have an attorney write a pardon for his release. But I know of two incidents in which he was in jail. One incident was him stealing a book. I can't remember the name of the book, but he stole a book from a library. And of course, they would jail Black people for that, because they'll jail Black people for doing exactly what a police officer tells you to do. They'll jail a Black person for complying, okay, or brutalize a Black person for complying. So yeah. Also, the second time that he was arrested, it was on a false accusation. They were saying that he began being targeted by the police, and they would raid where he would have his drag parties or whatever, and they would call it a brothel. So one time he was arrested for that, But this is like one of the earliest people that fought for LGBT rights in this country who wasn't enslaved American. Okay, William Dorsey Swann. Also, I just wanted to add this, you guys. And it's still history. It's still history. He's no longer with us, but it's not reaching back into the annals of time. Okay. But a lot of people don't know that the iconic comedian Richard Pryor was not a heterosexual man. And a lot of I'm not going to say experience, but a lot of his comedic material spoke about himself being with men repeatedly. You can find this also in Richard Pryor's autobiography. He mentions actually being with a trans person. So yeah, like he kind of described this um woman is being trans. I'm gonna just say woman. I think he was saying male. Um, but and he said it was confusing to him, and the way he spoke about it in his book, it seemed like it was a one-time thing, and it was like with a trans person, and it never and it never ended. I'm sorry, it didn't go on for a long time. So it like ended shortly. I guess it ended the way he wrote it. Was like he know it was something there in terms of an attraction, but he was confused. This is kind of how Richard Pryor explained it in this book. Some years later on social media, um, people begin discussing these facts, and one of Richard Pryor's children got on like social media. I don't know if it was Twitter, you guys. I don't know if it was Instagram, but it was like one of those type of platforms like that. And she was like, I don't appreciate that. You saying that about my father, that he wasn't heterosexual, that he was heterosexual. After the wife of Richard Pryor, which is the daughter's mother, after she caught wind of it, she got on social media and corrected her daughter and said, "No, your dad was fluid." Okay, and this woman has also been on interviews. So talking about ex-wife of Richard Pryor, and she spoke freely about it, and she said she felt comfortable doing it because she didn't feel like she was outing him, because she said that he was pretty open in his social circles about it, and she said that Richard Pryor prided himself on the relationship that he carried with Marlon Brando. This is the ex-wife of Richard Pryor. And she said he was a very fluid man. She also said she suspect, I think she know, but the way she put it, she said, and I also suspect that he carried on a relationship with Marvin Gaye. So, but I think for her to mention Marvin's Gaye name, she probably knew it and kind of spoke about it with uncertainty. Um, because it's a way of speaking about things without saying, well, I didn't flat out say he did. It's kind of like allegedly. But she was like, I believe so, but I don't know. So she kind of spoke of it in doubt, in uncertainty. I'm thinking if she was that confident to do it, it's probably because he was. And what her suspicions were, they probably were true, being his wife, you know. But she said he was very fluid, and fluid don't equate to heterosexual. Just pointing that out, okay? So it kind of flies in the face of being a hetero, which is which don't is rigid. Like being heterosexual is a very rigid category classification. There's not much space inside there, um, in my opinion, to be fluid. That's my opinion. In my opinion, yeah. If you have an attract, if you're a man and you have attraction to men, then you're probably not hetero. If you're a female, a woman, and you have a sexual attraction to women, you're probably not hetero. Those would be my thoughts. Thank you so much, Alana, for being my first responder. I see people are in my clouds, but they won't drop in. So thank you so much. It's good to see you. And I still have a day ahead of me. I'm waiting on this phone to ring because I was told that I would get a call. Okay, I'm looking at the time. It's 8:20 my way. What is up to everybody that's out there? Okay, let me just gay it up for you guys. With this old thing I did. Okay, with my little vocals. Where is it? Wow, it's all the way up at the top. All right. I call this Giraffe is Gay. Just wanna get you, and I know it's gonna be a lovely day. Okay. Yes. And as I play that, I'm realizing I'm like on a 25-second delay. That is a large delay. StreamYard always does me dirty, you guys. I'm just watching the mic because it tends to mute me out. And at times it plays some of my videos when I don't press play. It does it on its own. And it takes it out on its own. It will stop like in the middle, halfway in between where I have to replay it over. I had some technical difficulties beginning this live, you guys. But it's good to see you. And thank you for the happy birthday, Alana Spears. Yeah, I never really even cared to share as a subscriber when I was a subscriber. It wasn't until a year after I became a content creator. I said, yeah, I'm gonna open up and recognize my first my zodiac sign and then my B day, my born day. So yes, happy birthday to me. It's Friday. It's my born day. I have a whole lot of errands and the personal stuff that I'm doing, Alana. So I won't be able to do much of anything today besides calm myself because I'm not in a calm place. I'm just here pushing through. They say you got to move through this shit um, whenever I can. But tomorrow I have like a 4 hour window between 6 and 10 that I'm supposed to be getting together with two friends. So I hope they pick up a check. But yeah, like so I had to pretty much invite them out. I want them in my space though, but they really want to know what's going on personally too. So I'll be able to sit over dinner and do that with them tomorrow. I don't know the time, but it has to be between that window of 6 and 10. I just know the place. Okay, that I'm going. Hey, let me check the chat. Thank you so much, Benzone. Thank you. Happy birthday. How you doing? Good morning, Lena D. It's good to see you. Thanks for dropping in. If before you guys leave out, like the video, and if you aren't subscribed to the channel, Lena D, please subscribe. Okay. So yeah, and it is my birthday. I appreciate since I don't get with cash apps. So I'm a non-monetized channel, since I don't. I am grateful, and this is not. Don't think that I'm talking to you guys directly in the chat. I'm talking to my replay gang and those who say that they support me. But I will be grateful for any amount of cash apps that you guys have, and my cash app is $ YAHMANE which is Yamaine, TYIA. TYIA is an acronym for thank you in advance. Thank you so much, you guys. And what is up, Vashi? I'm glad you dropped in. I normally see you in other people's chats, but thank you for being here today. I'm happy to see everybody. I'll be leaving out here shortly. I thought my phone would ring, you guys. But now that I do have a little audience and okay, it just takes a matter of time. It's a matter of time. All right. So, Vassy, I see that you're talking about Valentine's. You're a bit eager. Okay, you're a little bit what we call here in Philly pre-hype. You're a little pre-hype. So do you have a Valentine? Let me know. Hey, Sister Crystal. Okay, that's my girl. I know her from both neck of the woods over here. Okay, so she's a content creator. You guys, please subscribe to Let's Talk Classic Hip Hop with Sister Crystal. But I met her on Stereo. Didn't even know that she was over there. And this was before I was a content creator. So you guys can please subscribe to Let's Talk Classic Hip Hop with Sister Crystal. She's a wealth of information. Okay. Um, why are you guys saying Happy Valentine's? I don't get it. It's not about it. I, wait a minute. I don't think so. I thought it was like the 14th or some shit. So I have a few younger faces. These are younger faces. Most of them are like when they're like children, but I have like a yearbook shot. Okay, you guys. So I'm gonna play these faces, and I'm gonna look towards the chat to see who's the first person to recognize it. I'm thinking like one person y'all may not recognize, but look at these faces very well. Let me see. Oh, it's because of my name. Oh, Valentine's Way, no doubt. I ain't even. Yo, you change your name like diapers. You change your name like diapers. Every week you have a different name. Bash. And if you change your profile, I won't even know it's you. So I normally look at your profile to find out. So let's get it with these faces. Who is this young face? This as a little girl. Who's this young face here? No, I'm looking at Ben Zones. Let me see. Oh, so Crystal said Oprah. I think that's a good guess, but no, because that's who I thought it was. And then Ben Zone said Gladys Knight. No, but I thought it was Oprah too. That would have been my guess. Yeah, my profile stays the same, but if I ever change it, I'll let you guys know. Yeah, a lot of times, yeah, that's why I don't speak because I don't recognize you. And you know how it is in the B sector. No, why y'all keep saying Oprah? It's not Oprah. Is I'm seeing enough guesses, you guys. So I'm thinking I should reveal who it is, or maybe should I look for one more chance, one more guess? Nope, not Oprah. Let's see. And thank you so much for the shout out, y'all. I mean, oh, no doubt, Sister Crystal. Oh wow, she looks like Oprah. Okay, so it's Maya Angelou or Maya Angelou. Okay. I'm thinking you guys are going to get the next one because this is a high school yearbook picture. Yes, Vashti. So the first person I'm seeing that got it was Vashti Angela Bassett. Yeah, and Benzone could see that. Yeah, I just knew she looked familiar. I'm like, who is this pretty woman with a fro? But what is up, Vermonster Bros? I'm glad you dropped in. I didn't even know. I hope you subscribe. I didn't even know. So I'm over here in what we call the B sector, but you guys know that I've been like expanding and not limiting myself to the B sector. So I go to I don't even know if it's a sector, but it's a woman. Her name is Squirrels, and I spent a lot of time over there. I first caught up with her with the karaoke, and y'all know I love the karaoke. This is the whole reason why I was over on stereo. Okay, causing havoc. Okay, so yeah, and I like that space over there, and it is an escape, and y'all. I've been telling you guys just personally what I've been going through. So it's just a good escape, because I don't. Yeah, just with some of the shit that's going on here, like I need a break. I need to deprive myself and not always be locked to it. It can get very dark and it can get very negative. All right. Shout out to squirrels. But what's up with Monster Grows? He has a unique voice, you guys. It's like real deep and shit like that. Um, you can tell like he's like the only one in the world with that type of voice, very unique, distinct, I would say. All right, so we have Benz. Okay, Happy Valentine. Yes, she does. Yeah, that woman is beautiful. Yes, I know you love karaoke. I like karaoke too. All right, so the next one, I'm thinking you guys won't get, but look at her face, and she's not like. All right, yeah, I can get this hint. So you guys would know her husband more. So she's like the wife. So think of a first lady of sorts. So who is this person as a young little girl? Did y'all see that? Let's see. Oh my God! Yes, Sister Crystal. I don't know why you got it, but yes, it is. It's Coretta Scott King. Okay, I wouldn't have guessed this. I'm sure everybody's gonna get this next one. This is the last one that I have, you guys. I'm sure you are gonna get it. But yes, that's Coretta Scott. All right, here goes. No hints are needed. Yes. So Sister Crystal got that, and that's Prince, or the artist formerly known as. He has some interesting points of views and perspectives on different things like the internet and the Matrix. He talked about a number of issues. And Martin Luther King is more interesting than people give him credit for because they only look at um, the positions he took, like with civil rights. But he spoke about a number of issues. He spoke to the fucking environment. He spoke to women reproductory rights. That's different shit that you don't really hear people highlighting and mentioning. But he spoke about a number of different things, even in politics. Not just let my people go. Okay, you guys, let's get it. True Prince did not trust the internet much, right? True. He said that he like towards I guess the ending of his life that he's only really comfortable with IG. He said because it doesn't involve much, but just taking pictures of your food and pictures of different things, and But yeah, I think I heard him call it the Matrix, and he talked about computers controlling people. He was like something to the effect of "You control the computer, don't let it control you," or something to that effect, guys. Um, this is what I learned yesterday, Sister Crystal, because this is shit we used to talk about on stereo. Yesterday, I found out. Now I know that Shaka Khan played Celie in the Color Purple Broadway production. But I didn't know that the original script from Steven Spielberg was for her to play Celie. So I learned that yesterday. And then after she rejected it, that's when they passed it on to Whoopi. So I didn't even know that. Yeah. Also with the that Disney production that Whitney Houston did with Randy, it was originally written for Whitney to be Cinderella. But Whitney was 33 at the time, and she said, "Look, I'm 33. I'm not quite feeling like a Cinderella," and so she called Brandy herself and asked Brandy, "Would would she participate, or I'm sorry, would she become a cast member in this Disney production with her, this Disney musical with her? And she told Brandy that she wanted her to do Cinderella. She said, they've written it for me, but I want you to do Cinderella. And Brandy gave her a stipulation. She said, I will only do it if you will be my godmother. Okay, and they agreed on that, and that's how we got them both in that production. Okay, let's see. What what the chat is saying. I'm reading Sister Crystal. That's why it's difficult to find Princess music videos online. It is difficult to find it, but it's also difficult like to play it. Like the videos, like you'll be struck. Okay, let's see. Vashi wrote that she regrets passing on that road. A lot of them say that. Yeah. The thing that I was watching, they mentioned quite a few people. Um, like Janet was going to be in. They were looking at her for what? Don't get. I'm gonna get it wrong. Like I guess it was the X-Men. No, Matrix. Matrix, whoever that white chick with the black glasses and the long ponytail played, that woman was originally supposed to be Janet, but she turned it down, and she was angry because it clashed with her tour schedule. It clashed with her tour schedule. Yeah. But Lena Horne, this Janet, it was quite a few roles that Janet was gonna go up for, and the whole Lena Horne, that was star studded. It was all these big people that went up for that. But Lena Horne spoke against Janet doing it, and when Janet tried to personally reach out to Lena Horne herself, they said they didn't want to talk. So, so Janet said, "I didn't even bother after that." Let me see. Happy Solar return, my brother, no doubt. Oh, what is up, Bronze Flat Power Guy? See, that's another sector that I learned from Big Dog Philly OG. Um, Thank you guys so much too for just subscribing. I appreciate you guys. I miss my Whitney song. I do too. She's still supposed to be here, and so does her daughter, Bobby Casino, especially Bobby. She's a baby. Um, and just the weird circumstances under which they were. And I'm not like big on conspiracy theories, they got to make sense of it. But just the way in which she went, I think it was just questionable. Um, they died very similar. Um, I don't know if that's coincidence or what. Um, they took him out when he started talking about the industry and chemtrails. Wait, Vashi, who was talking about chemtrails? Was it Prince? Let me know. Happy birthday again. Yeah, thank you so much, Crystal. That's the only thing that I was saddened about with Lena Horne. I wish he had given Janet a chance. I'm not gonna lie, I do too. I do too. I think Janet was gonna turn it. I think she was gonna turn it. But yeah. But Holly Berry went up for that too. For that role. Let's see. Oh yes, that was tragic. Oh, Prince was wow. See, he spoke some shit. He spoke some shit. That were kind of like shock and surprise you. He's like a whole enigma, if you ask me, um, about these artists. Um, and I guess he was biracial, you guys. Did he have like a white parent? Um, Prince was. I know he identified as black. Um, Prince was highly intelligent and spoke on a lot of things in the industry and life, etc. Yeah, a lot of people don't know when he was writing "Slave" on his face. That was him protesting Warner Brothers, the whole contract they had him locked into, where they owned his name and his image, which is why he became a symbol. People thought it was just some weird, stupid shit to stand out, but no. they owned his name. So he wanted to recognize his symbol, so that because they owned his name, he wanted his own name. So it became a symbol. But that was him protesting. Also, when he would wear like a curtain over his face and like do a whole performance where you don't see his face, that was forms of protest against Warner Brothers because they owned his face. You know. Let's see. Okay, I'm not seeing any more after that. Okay, let me see. Live chat. Go to live chat. It's not allowing me to do it. Okay. Okay, now I see one. Okay, true. That's when I learned that Prince is his real birth name. Oh yeah, Prince Roger Nelson. Like something like that. I haven't looked it up in a while. But yeah, I know Roger was, but Prince probably was his first name. Prince Roger Nelson. Wow, that's authentic. Just in and out, man. He was destined to be some type of musician. He was so creative. He wasn't just a fucking vocalist. You know, with the songwriting skills and being able to play any instrument. You know, his production skills. He brought out a lot of different groups. But some people, my criticism to a lot of the groups and the different people that he would bring when he would bring them out is that they would take on like his sound, and even some of them would take on his look. Like when Sheila E was around, like Jesse Jackson. I'm sorry, Jesse Johnson. The guitarist. I think that Morris Day. Like all these different people he brought out. He had Sheena Easton for a minute, and like that album kind of sound like him a little, you know. And in her video, she kind of changed her hairstyle, look like his. So a lot of different people. I remember he worked with Tevin Campbell, and I like that because it did sound like Tevin Campbell. He didn't change his look. But y'all remember the song? I think "Thieves in the Temple Tonight." Was that Prince or Tevin? Anyway, I know he worked with Tevin. Let's see. Okay, that's all I'm seeing in the chat, you guys. Let me refresh. Yeah. So that's all I'm seeing. But yeah, a lot of these people will kind of come out looking like proteges. Like, you know, people was concerned about that with Chloe. You know, now that Beyonce has her, you know, like, are they going to try to make her a protege, or are they going to keep her herself? Like her fans would talk about that, you guys. But my mom is coming in there. How you doing, Michelle's daughter? Yes, thank you for the happy birthday shout out. Appreciate it. But you could probably catch the replay. I'm about to bow out of here. I am a little late and my phone didn't ring, which means they lied. They lied. If not, I'm gonna be out of here anyway, and they won't be able to catch. And yes, you guys, I also do have a house phone. People had laughed at me about that. I'm like, it's so damn funny. Yes, I have that too. All right, let's get it. I'm gonna find my outro and be out of here. Thank you guys so much. Like the video. If you aren't subscribed to my channel, the MF and Bones, please subscribe.
So I switched spots. Now we're running out of fish, so fuck a pit stop. I've been ballin' since a youngin', so I take shots. She just wanna fuck me cause she know I cakewalk. I hit the jackpot, you a mascot. I want big rocks on my wristwatch. I know why they ain't know me, so I switched spots. Now we're running out of fish, so fuck a pit stop. Hold the wrist, I had to get the bag. Ice on my wrist, diamonds mobilize. Restriction position, that's what money be in my bag. Gotta thank God for all the shit that I got, I never had. Now that I'm in it, I got a ball, roll it the wrist, and downs I froze. She wanna fuck, I'm nose, taking it down, dominoes. Then kick it out, adios, stacking the bread, loud the door. Hold the wrist up, don't know where the switch though. Got my pants up, think I need a brain stroke. We keep it lit, I can't let these niggas miss us. Talking crazy, think you might get stiff. stop. I know why they hating on me, so I switch spots. Never running out of fish, so fuck a pit stop. I've been ballin' since a youngin', so I take shots. She just wanna fuck me cause she know I get guap. I hit the jackpot.